Welcome to The Ghouls Room. I'm Jilly.
I'm Jessy.
And I'm Jen. I was kidding.
And I'm Jen.
I feel like you have a microphone. I feel like you kind of have to say your name now.
Yeah, I decided to give myself a microphone so I didn't have to edit as hard on
We thought that she's worth it, so she can say her name. It's fine.
The producer's really nice like that and let me be included.
Yeah, she's like a really cool chick. And she like crochets fire. So it's so sick nasty, dude. It's crazy.
All right, I'm getting embarrassed. Yeah, let's move on.
Okay. I feel like it's been so long since I've last talked to you.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good. I just ate some really good Chinese food. It was so good.
It was scary good.
It was good. Anyways, so I figured we could just dive into this bad boy.
I hear we got another mystery theme.
Yeah, we do. Okay. You know what?
What's the hint?
Okay. Axe Babe.
Axe Babe.
Axe Babe. Like Boss Babe, but like Axe Babe.
Lizzie Borden.
Fuck.
Your hint was too good for once.
Wow. And then my second hint was Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, gave her father 41.
I mean, that's less of a hint and more just telling.
That was when you couldn't guess it and you're like, I really want to know. And then I was going to sing the song for you. Also, that song is very inaccurate because it was not that many hits. Well, it just rhymed and went with the song.
Honestly, if you had just said Axe Babe, I don't think I would have gotten it. But then when you were like, Axe Babe, that got me there.
Damn.
I was like, oh, it's someone that used an axe. Okay, Lizzie Borden.
Yeah, okay, fair. Okay. So, this is...
So is this going to be...
All Lizzie Borden. So... Okay.
Well, I was gonna say like the
house,
the true crime, or like ghost stories in the house.
Ghost stories in the house.
Ooh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, but I feel like this day and age, everybody knows about Lizzie. At
least the gist of it.
The gist, you know, she allegedly killed her parents.
Don't sue us, Lizzie.
Allegedly killed her parents.
We're only an hour away.
I know, we should go visit.
We should go.
Ooh,
I know.
Field trip.
They have like the overnight stay.
Yeah, it's a bed. It says Lizzie Borden house, bed and breakfast.
Yeah. The B&B.
B&B and Borden. So anyways, so if you really like this episode, we'll go to the Lizzie Borden house. Anyways, so this first one is from a Reddit user, Raven Crow. You like that? They're both black birds.
They're both corvids.
What?
Corvid. It's the family of bird.
Fucking loser. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Excuse me for knowing things.
Creepy experience at the Lizzie Borden house. I slept in one of the attic rooms of the house and had a creepy experience overnight. I'm wondering if anyone else had experienced the same thing. If anyone else had experienced the same thing or similar while sleeping in the attic. I don't want to say what it was yet because I don't want people to lie.
I'm assuming a ghost, but okay.
No, this one's long though. Okay, wait. I think she updates because I was gonna say I read. Okay, just.
I wanted to say too, I just looked at the website where you can like book the rooms or whatever. There are carbon monoxide detectors in the rooms, so we can rule that out.
Oh, good. It is not carbon monoxide poisoning. Okay,
Thank
perfect.
Goodness.
So basically, this Reddit user made a first post asking people to share their experiences.
And then updated with their experience.
Yes. Okay. So she updated, well, I don't know who this is, but
whoever wrote it.
So update. No one has shared the exact same experience, so I'll just tell you what happened. It's nothing super crazy, so I apologize for a letdown. Sorry, everybody.
But we're going to read it anyway.
But we're going to read it anyway. For the record, I don't believe in ghosts, and I'm skeptical of all paranormal experiences, but will certainly admit when something is creepy and can't be easily explained. I don't go into this stay expecting or hoping to have any kind of experience. We stayed in one of the attic rooms, the Knowlton room. which had a large toy chest in the corner. I had no issue with the room and found it cute and comfortable, but when I went to sleep, I had awful dreams all night. It was a hyper-realistic dream. I was lying in the very same bed I was actually sleeping in, feeling terrified. I was trying to fall back to sleep, but it was difficult because of the strong sense of fear and because I was so thirsty. My throat felt like paper. I wanted to get up and get a drink of water from the bathroom, but I was too afraid. I felt that if I opened my eyes, I would see somebody in the room. I lay there for what feels like hours trying to fall back asleep so that morning would come. At one point, I heard what sounded like a ball go bouncing across the floor.
Toy chest.
I kind of forgot about the toy chest. I heard it the second time, and I woke my friend up who was sleeping next to me and asked if she heard it, but she hadn't, and it didn't happen again. I mean, if you had to wake her up, wouldn't you assume she didn't hear it? I assume I dreamed this whole part because she doesn't remember me waking her up. Then at some point, I think I woke up for real because I was suddenly aware I was lying in a bed with my eyes open, and the fear was suddenly lifted and the room felt completely normal. It was like a cloud was lifted from my mind, which I sometimes feel when I'm struggling to wake up and I finally pull out of it. I was still thirsty as fuck, though. I didn't think much of my bad dream until the tour guide started to mention experiences other guests had had while sleeping in the same house. Well, obviously, but when we went to the attic, the guide told us that a lot of people who slept there hear the sounds of playing at night. I asked if anyone has reported hearing a ball bouncing across the floor, and she said that's pretty common, and why do I ask? I fucking wonder. What do you mean, like... She also refused to go into the attic's guest rooms. She let us explore, but despite having no issue with the murder room and master bedroom, she wouldn't go into the Knowlton room. This could have been an act to enhance the tour's spookiness. I've also since learned that bad dreams are very common in that room. For the record, I don't typically have dreams like this. I have no problem sleeping in strange places. LOL.
What?
I've stayed at many hotels and inns and friends' houses, and I may have restless dreams. I don't have nightmares. Especially not these vivid, realistic ones where I'm just lying in bed feeling afraid. I've only had dreams like this once before, shortly after I had moved into my current apartment and was sleeping alone in my new room. No one ever lived in that part of the attic. It was open storage space and was only converted into guest rooms when the house became a bed and breakfast. So there's no reason for why there would be children ghosts in the attic, let alone any ghosts at all. I know the tour guides claims that the attic is the most haunted part of the house, but there isn't really a logical reason for this. There were some children who were murdered next door, and they and they claim those children come to visit, but I don't know. I have heard that. Coming from a Rhode Islander, I have heard about the children ghosts from next door. But you don't really know if that's accurate. Maybe the atmosphere cultivates bad dreams. I did look at the toy chest before going to bed, so that probably influenced my dream, but I didn't notice any balls in it, just dolls and stuffed animals, which also, that's weird. Why is that in... That's so weird. Imagine you go to a hotel room and they have like a toy chest with dolls in it.
I assume the whole house is still like
ambient,
like historical.
Yeah,
like,
but that was stored.
Yeah,
right.
So if it was used for storage,
maybe it's the store.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Just putting the toy chest up there.
It's fair. I know a bad dream isn't the most interesting thing, but the fact that many people have had bad dreams in this room is at least kind of weird. It's the spookiest thing I've ever experienced for sure. I was hoping I might get another independent report of hearing a ball bouncing. I'm too skeptical to believe anyone who says, quote unquote, me too, after hearing my story. But nonetheless, I find it neat that I dreamed a ball bouncing, despite only noticing dolls and not balls. And not being a person who's overly susceptible. And that's it. So that was just, I mean, I feel like dreams can be a haunting thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
Plus, the way it was described, I almost wonder if they actually were awake and it was like sleep paralysis, which I know
That's
is
what I
kind
was
of a go-to
thinking.
for like scary night bed stuff, but like
Right.
that is how like they wanted to move, they couldn't, like it felt hyper, like
Right.
which again is still terrifying,
Right.
whether it's a ghost or not. But
Okay. So this next story is more recent. This is from 10 months ago.
ooh,
So within the year.
hot off the presses.
Same version, 5216. My ghostly encounter at Lizzie Borden house. Paranormal, creepy. Tongue face.
Oh,
My brother and I spent. Oh, I wrote this. Imagine. This is going to be us. My brother and I spent the night there on Halloween night 2019.
but that's
that
the
seems
spookiest
like
of nights.
I was going to say, that seems like the worst night to go, though. He had Emma's room, and I had Lizzie's. While the original furniture owned by the family was long gone, period furniture, often the exact models, were purchased and set up in the rooms. The hardware was original, including the heaters, doorknobs, walls, doors, and many family relics, including Lizzie's books were still there. Of course, bathrooms were installed in areas that used to be closets.
Just so you know, the dad refused to update the house to have indoor plumbing, so there was chamber pots under the bed. So that's why bathrooms had to be installed, I'm guessing.
Yeah, because they didn't have a bathroom.
I just thought because they turned into bed and breakfast,
That
so
was
each
my thought,
person gave their
too.
own bathroom, but
probably a little bit of both.
imagine going to a
I'd
hotel.
kill my parents too. If we had the option
Put it
for
on
indoor
record.
plumbing and you didn't,
I have to shit. Oh, just let me get the pot under the bed. Okay. I have to say, contrary to what I expected, I felt very peaceful, comfortable vibes in this beautiful, historic Victorian era home. It was now a bed and breakfast and had a full house that night. I finally drifted off to sleep in a very comfy antique bed in Lizzie's room. At around 5:30, I woke up needing to use the bathroom under the bed. No, I'm just kidding. I needed to use the bathroom. I went to open the door and it was really stuck. I mean, as if someone was holding it tight. If this had been summertime, this could have been explained as heat and humidity swelling the door, but it was brisky, chilly fall night with practically
Halloween.
no humidity. We know how cold Halloween gets, so that's fair. I keep trying to turn the knob. It would just turn, not open. I started swearing and shaking the door. What the fuck? A girl sleeping in the John Moore's room heard me and came out to help. She couldn't get it open on her end either and stated it felt locked. Shortly after that, the door suddenly worked fine. I tested it by shutting and opening it a few times, and it was as if nothing was wrong with it. I found out later when I spoke with the owner that that kind of thing had been reported multiple times in the past. To this day, I still can't find a mundane explanation for it. Dun dun dun!
Yeah, my first thought was the lock, but then when they were saying like it just started working again on its own, that is.
And she could move it, just not open it, but the other side was
I mean,
locked.
I don't know how old doorknobs work,
That's
but
fair.
that's the other reason it was my first thought, because like if
Well, her dad was a locksmith.
what
No, it wasn't. I don't know.
if you don't know how like maybe they're more complicated, like the kind
Right.
you got to put a key in or something, you know, so
Right.
maybe like accidentally locked it or something. I don't know, but then the fact that it just started working again on its own
Right,
is
weird.
weird. I don't have anything like that.
Just
Sad.
weird. So, this next one is by Firefly, but a 1 instead of an I.
You would not believe your eyes.
F1RE.
Written by
FLY.
Firefly.
My time investigating the Lizzie Borden axe murder house.
Dun, dun.
So it was This is our last story. So, this is also has another theme. Guess what day it was?
You started to say Halloween already.
Okay, it was Halloween.
Wow.
So it was Halloween time back in 2010. Okay, wait. I didn't see the time. I thought it was Halloween, but it's Halloween time. So realistically, that could have even been in September.
That's like, yeah.
That's like all year.
That could have been, yeah.
Especially this over
Halloween
here.
is in your heart year round.
Right. Especially in Massachusetts, where Salem is.
Yeah.
That's all year.
Yeah.
Have you been to Salem?
at least once.
Yeah.
That's another thing we could do for the podcast.
I would literally love to do that because I've never been to any of the like witchy stuff. I've only ever done to like the shopping. I also went to that museum that has like the It costume and all the like horror movie costumes. Ooh. That was really cool. So it was Halloween time back in 2010. I was touring haunted locations up and down the East Coast from Sebring, Florida to Syracuse, New York. On one of my stops, I investigated the Lizzie Borden axe murder house.
They're so dramatic. Or maybe you're just making them seem dramatic.
Yeah, it's actually like all lowercase. They didn't even capitalize Lizzie Borden. Like it's all lowercase, but
yeah, it's chill. Just the axe murder house.
How do you say it without being like axe murder? Yeah. Like if it was just like the Lizzie Borden house, but it's a Lizzie Borden axe murder house.
Yeah, you do. You kind of gotta say it like
you know. That. I stayed there for a week.
Jeez.
Oh my, I guess you could, but I never assumed that.
Bed and breakfast feels like a weekend thing.
Right? I had these black vans that had laces shaped like a pentagram. Ooh, gothic. During that Wednesday, CNN was supposed to do a piece for Halloween, and I left my shoes under the bed, so my Satan shoes got in the CNN footage. Leanne was so angry about that with me. For the whole... Leanne. I don't know.
Of course, Leanne.
You don't know Leanne? Leanne. I don't know if she's CNN or from the house, but Leanne.
Or this person's mother.
Right. For the whole week, I collabed with other investigators and nothing happened. It was the last night my gear was all packed up. I was ready to sleep. I slept with a pillow over my head so I don't... Wait. So I don't see things when I lucid dream. Okay.
Get a sleep mask.
Right to just throw that in there. As I was getting to dreamland, I felt sick to my stomach. I knew something was about to happen. The old owner, Leanne, okay, that's who Leanne was, the old owner.
There we go.
The old owner, Leanne, packed those beds super tight. The last night, as I was falling asleep, I felt the bottom right cover flip over by itself. I ran out of that room because I was falling asleep. I was caught off guard. I had SpongeBob SquarePants boxers my ex-girlfriend a long time ago got me for my birthday. I wore that night. TMZ happened to be there the last night I was there.
What?
There were photos of me in my SpongeBob boxers running out of the room that night. Wait.
This story feels like a Mad Libs.
2010 TMZ Lizzie Borden SpongeBob boxer. No, like that. I'm waiting to get to the end to be like, LOL, JK.
Yeah, this feels like Mad Libs.
There was photos of me in my SpongeBob boxers running out of that room that night. I don't get scared when I'm on investigation like that, except when I'm sleeping and I get caught off guard. Wait, I wonder if this is like Zach Bagans.
It feels very influencer. Like as soon as you said collabed with other people, I was like, right. Oh, this is like a TikTok ghost hunter or something.
Except when I'm sleeping and I get caught off guard. And
this also feels like I only get scared because I got caught off guard. Like, I feel like
I'm actually so tough.
I totally could have taken that guy, but like I wasn't quite at my, like I didn't sleep well.
I wasn't quite there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Chloe Savigny.
Wait, you found
it? This is on TMZ. 2010.
Is there
Halloween,
pictures?
It's just Chloe Savigny laying on a couch.
Oh,
I got it. I'll try and
maybe
find
we'll
more.
share a picture.
Oh wait, there's 8 photos. Let me see.
SpongeBob boxers.
It's just Chloe sitting on a couch.
If anyone else finds these pictures, let us know. Okay, one last time. Except when I'm sleeping and I get caught off guard like that, but I'll never forget that experience. Of course it had to happen after my gear was packed.
I totally embarrassed myself in front of Chloe Savigny.
Oh. Well, so that was my Axe Babe stories. I got a solid question.
Okay.
Do you believe... Wait, what were you going to say?
As opposed to a liquid question.
Oh, it could be gas.
Plasma question.
Do you believe Lizzie Borden killed her parents? Both of you. Either one. everybody.
I have not looked at the details of the case recently enough to give a decent opinion, but I feel like from what I remember, both sides have
Valid.
Yeah,
I agree. What about you?
Yeah, I think she did it.
Yeah, you think she did it? Yeah.
Well, I believe women, so...
Well, she was burning her clothes. Like, there
Very
was a lot
sketchy,
more
yeah.
to it.
The aunt thing, the aunt
Right.
that killed
Was that
children
after?
Was before.
Oh, it was before?
So, I think
So that's where she learned it
that
from.
plus I saw one very brief thing that was not substantiated, but it said she might have been in like a fugue state or something.
Okay.
And
The
she
oldest
was, like,
excuse in the book.
Shitting in a chamber pot under her bed all the time, the poor thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I get it.
She
Mom,
was
thanks for
justified.
plumbing.
Thank you.
Your life depended on it, and you provided. That's why we got rid of that outhouse in the front yard.
Oh, boy.
Anyways.
Did you say what you thought?
No.
What do you think?
You know, I want to be skeptical and be like, oh, poor Lizzie. But at the same time,
But it's more fun to say the rhyme.
I bet you she did it. It just makes sense that she killed her parents.
There was also another not quite substantiated thing about how she used to have like a roost for pigeons, and her dad killed a bunch of them. So,
Okay,
I heard that.
She's validated.
I think I heard that he was quite abusive.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
for some reason I get the vibe that he was a real piece of shit.
I got that
Whoever
vibe
did
too.
it, he had it coming.
And also, that was her stepmom. Did her mom die, I think?
No, she's
Well,
still
obviously
around.
by now, but no, I mean like then. I don't remember if her mom died or they
We should
left
probably do
the
research
mom.
before we talk about things.
I know.
I mean, I can't because I have to guess because it's a surprise.
Passed away from uterine congestion and spinal disease.
Wow.
When Lizzie was 2.
Okay, yeah. So her mom died. She had the stepmom. Rough, because everyone thinks she killed her parents, and no,
You're
she
not my
killed
real
her
mom.
dad and her stepmama.
She's the mom that stepped up.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, that could be an interesting place to visit.
I know, that would be really fun. If you want to see us go there, like, comment, subscribe, call me, email me, visit our website, theghouls.com. Anyways, so that was all I have for you.
All right, should we move on?
Transition.
Are you ready? For
I'm
more
ready to
Sick
rumble.
Land? So last time was mostly dealing with the skull.
Yeah,
We
that
discovered the bird head.
fuckface tried to say is all his.
Sergei's Mr. Magooing into everything.
Sergey.
He just keeps hurting himself and trying to basically taking over the Discovery. Real shit move. And they're probably going to explore the Yellow Zone soon, which is exciting. And then G will get to leave.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into it. Friday, May 3rd. Great news! They have a viable candidate to replace G as soon as we've made our trip into the Yellow Zone. Sergei told them to prepare the relief for immediate dispatch. We'll go out as soon as we complete our preparations. She could be on a plane home by the end of next week. I love that for her.
Ooh.
She's trying...
No, I kind of like her now.
I do. She's trying not... Oh, that's right. They started calling Sergei the mummy because he's
Yeah, the
so bandaged. She's trying not to raise her hopes after what happened last time.
Fair.
But I can tell she's excited. None of us expected them to organize a replacement so quickly. I think the promise of escape is helping her tolerate the current situation. I wouldn't say she's positive about the trip out, but she raised the topic herself for the first time, which is a step in the right direction. Sergei is hopeful that he'll be replaced soon, too. He opened up to us about his worries. He feels like he's been here too long. Yeah, we already knew that. He shouldn't be here anyway. That it can't be good for a human body to have this much exposure. He isn't recovering from his injuries as quickly as he'd expect. Ooh. He thinks the sick land might be interfering with the healing process. Almost like it's making him
Sick.
Who would have thought it wouldn't be a healthy place?
Whoa.
He doesn't want to go back to the university covered in scars. He showed me a paper he thought might be relevant. It covers some research on mitosis in mall cells. Seeing
My
the
toe, sis.
No.
Bigfoot.
No.
Okay.
Seeing the paper upset me, as one of the co-authors was Bob.
Fuck.
Oh, Bob.
Bob Door.
Next day, Saturday, May 4th. We inventoried the equipment we'll need for the trip to the Yellow Zone. The vehicles will be fully loaded, with every piece of kit doubled or even tripled across the Jeeps. Going into the Yellow Zone is high risk. With G's nerves, Sergei's injuries, and my inexperience, we need to be prepared for anything. Sergei even managed to dig up another pair of flux detectors from the lab. Oh, that's right, the flux detectors.
Oh, or the fake.
Yeah. He doesn't think they work, but he's prepared to try anything that might improve our chances.
Wait, so I'm surprised they never went back over the whole fog shit. Like,
Well,
oh, you guys didn't see it, but I found a fucking skull here.
I don't know if they admitted that the shimmer is where they found it. You know?
Oh.
Like the last they talked about it, they said, I'm not seeing it anymore. So they're like, oh, okay, you're not hallucinating anymore. All done.
Right.
All taken care of, you know. For a while, I stood in front of the metal door in the lab with a flux detector. I didn't switch it on. You're so curious to get in there, but you're so scared too. I dreamt I went to Bob. There was nothing but the white fungus. No eye hole.
Thank God.
The center of the mass had swollen grotesquely. The center of the mass had swollen grotesquely, like the belly of some huge, ineffable creature in the final stages of pregnancy. Ugh.
Oh.
The bulbous shape was roughly spherical and as tall as me. Something seemed to be moving under the surface.
Cocoon!
Perhaps it was just the rhythmic pulsing of the thing that used to be Bob. Ugh. Next day, Sunday, May 5th. There was an accident. Just notes Sergei again. I was reading a paper in my room when the lights went out. They came back on quickly. I went into the corridor and G asked me if the lights in my room had flickered.
Oh, God.
We knocked on Sergei's door, then pushed it open.
Oh, God.
He wasn't there. We found him sitting on the floor of the entrance level. He was trembling, his face covered in bandages. Of course. He'd been in the decontamination shower when the lights went out. I didn't ask why. In the darkness, the shower blasted scalding water.
What the fuck, Sergei?
It was only for a second, but it burned his face. Of course it did.
Oh, my God.
He crawled out and grabbed a first aid kit. She and I looked at one another. I could see what she was thinking, but she didn't want to say, so I preempted her. I told Sergei that both of them should go with the relief. He needed to get out of the sick land, and he needed proper medical attention. The new researcher and I could hold the fort until another volunteer came. Sergei nodded.
They can't go anywhere, though, right?
Yeah, like, I don't know.
Yes, you do. You do know.
They're trying to make the best out of a real bad situation. But yeah, Sergei cannot stay there.
No, he's
And
ridiculous.
G would not.
I hope Sergei's
well
married so that his wife is like, what the fuck
Right.
happened to you?
She tried to look happy, but I could see a flicker of worry. She's right to worry. The men who work the relief have orders, and they're armed. Ooh, I don't know about that part. I don't know what will happen if they're told to pick up one person and we send out two. She might have a breakdown if she has to stay. I don't know what will happen to Sergei. He can manage at the moment, but he's not healing. He's falling apart. Yeah, seriously. But yeah, it's so strict that they've got armed guards.
Right?
Next day, Monday, May 6th. Sergei has started wearing a hazmat suit all the time. I'm worried about his mental state.
Me too.
Honestly. My impression is that he thinks the station is out to get him.
Fair.
You know?
I thought that too. I was like, maybe the sick land doesn't like him.
It's the latter.
It's
He's had so many injuries that haven't healed. And now his face. I haven't seen it. He'd bandaged it before I got to him. But I think it's bad. Maybe more psychologically scarring than the other injuries. He's determined that we'll go to the Yellow, though. After that, I don't know what will happen. We found out over the radio that the relief is ready. The new researcher is at the military base waiting to be dropped here. They'll come as soon as we've been out. For G or Sergei or both, the nightmare will be over. All of our preparations are done. We'll head out tomorrow, assuming there are no more accidents. Last night, I had a dream. And a dream within a dream. In my dream, I went to Bob. Or to what was Bob.
Blob.
Bob. The swollen hemisphere was pulsing. A long, dark seam traced vertically down the center of the bulge like an old scar. I saw a vision. In my vision, I took the pistol from the door behind me and fired. The swelling burst apart, showering cloudy semi-solids over the room.
Ooh, semi-solids.
Yeah,
That sounds like...
Bob, whole again, climbed from the mess. Rebirth. My vision ended, and I was staring back at the fungus. I turned and looked at the gun. Then I walked away. Dream in a dream in a dream.
Go open that door.
Right?
Just you have to
get
at
it
this
over with
point.
at
Just
this
open
point.
it. Because he didn't even know there was a door there, right?
I think it was like news to him. Next day, Tuesday, May 7th, and we finally have a title again for the first time in a while. Yellow Zone.
Oh, I'd rather it be opening a fucking door zone.
This morning, we dressed in our hazmat suits, started our jeeps, and drove out into the sick land. My jeep was in the middle of the convoy, with Sergei in front and G at the back. I couldn't see my knuckles through the rubber, but I know they were white. Sergei led us on a winding route, sticking, he said, to the areas with the weakest mall. I don't know if he was right. I had a flux detector switched on in my cab, and the pitch changed wildly. When we were deep in the green zone, I left my jeep and got in with G. Then we followed Sergei to the outskirts of the yellow.
Right, in case their jeep breaks, right?
Yeah, so they've got at least one working they can get back to.
Smart.
That's why they're going like doubles and triples of everything, because you never know what's going to break down. The part of the yellow we'd chosen to enter looked like a dried up swamp, somewhere that had been flooded recently but was now in a drought. Most of the plant life looked melted. We drove into the yellow zone for 10 minutes. My head was spinning, and I felt dehydrated and sick. My guts were clenching. I kept swallowing, but my mouth was dry. Sergei got out of his jeep and walked over to something. I was having trouble focusing and couldn't see what it was. He waved us over. She looked at me and shook her head, the whites of her eyes enormous through her visor. Blinking, I stepped out of the jeep and went over to Sergei. He was crouching by something. Stepping carefully, I went over to him. He was looking at a fish. It wasn't the sort of fish you saw in a pond. It was armored, with a jutting underbite and a dangling appendage on its head that I knew was a light for attracting prey in the deep dark.
Like one of those...
Like an armored anglerfish. Ooh.
Ooh. Like, we're not talking about human armor, are we?
No.
Okay.
Like, yeah, a lot of like prehistoric fish were covered in like bony armor. It appeared to have burst. I felt my stomach drop. I staggered back to the jeep and waved for G to drive off. She was happy to do so. Sergei stayed with the remains of the fish for a while, then followed us. When we
Are
were
they near water?
Well, they said it was like used to be a swamp.
Oh. Okay.
So like it looked like a body of water that had dried out. When we were back at my jeep in the green, I felt better. I still had a pounding headache, but didn't feel anywhere near as sick. We drove back as a convoy. At the station, we radioed the base to send the relief. So finally get a little bit of a happy, good news for some of them now. Next day, Wednesday, May 8th. Dreamt last night that I went to the room in the lab.
Oh, I should go there in real fucking life.
Right. The metal door was open. I stood in the doorway, staring at the globular mass of fungus and the gray scar that ran down its middle.
Shoot it.
With a wet tearing sound, like soup pouring on a tile floor.
Huh.
The seam...
Hate that fucking noise.
The seam began to split. Sticky strands of white held, then broke. It was an eye. A huge, red eye.
What the...
I fled. I woke up feeling sicker than I've ever felt. My head was pounding, my stomach squeezing rhythmically. I've spent the whole day in here. I'm going back to bed.
Sleep time. Wait, he's going back to bed in his dream?
Um,
I'm so kidding.
no, I think he ran away in the dream, woke up feeling sick.
Oh, okay.
Spent the whole day in his room. Next day, Thursday, May 9th. I'm writing this from the base, not from the station. Last night, just after my previous post, the lights went out and the base locked down. I felt too sick to get out of bed, so I didn't react.
Same.
Then I heard the screams.
Oh, God.
It sounded like she. The screaming stopped, and I rolled out of bed and staggered to her room. By the emergency lighting, I could see something, some creature, hunched over her bed. It was vaguely human, but the skull and the spine were wrong, and it had something hanging from it in ragged ribbons. It was eating her.
What the
tearing
fuck?
into her flesh with its face. I ran. Oh,
That better be a fucking dream.
poor she. I ran up the stairs.
And I woke up.
I knew there was no point going to the entry level. The building was locked down. I ran to the lab and grabbed the bunch of keys. I was fumbling for the right one when I heard screeching. It terrified me. There was something so alien about the sound. The next sound was worse.
Oh, God.
The sound of clawed feet skittering up the metal stairs. I found the right key and turned it. The emergency lights went out with a pop, and I felt like an idiot for not grabbing a torch when I ran out of my room. I pulled the metal door open and felt for the pistol. It was where it always was in my dreams. I pulled it out and snapped in the magazine. Then I stood and waited.
He's gonna shoot Sergey.
Given his look.
I know, right?
The door to the stairs was visible as a faint gray oblong. I listened to the roaring in my ears and my rasping breaths, and tried desperately not to think about what might be behind me. I prayed that the lights wouldn't come back on while the metal door was open. It would be more than I could bear. The skittering stopped. The creature was silhouetted in the doorway to the lab. I fired twice. I saw the creature tumble back. Stepping out, I slammed the metal door closed, then locked it. I crept forward. From the top of the stairs, I could see the mound crumpled at the bottom. The creature twitched like a swatted wasp. I fired into it until the gun was empty. The relief crew found me in the morning sitting in a jeep. They wrapped me in a blanket and brought me back to the base. Friday, May 10th. So the next
Crazy,
day.
because if he's never been there, though, that he knew where the gun was where the dream said it was.
Dream Bob helped him out. Very interesting.
With a bird person.
They debriefed me. She is dead. Oh. She was 2 days away from retirement.
Damn, she was eaten.
They found her corpse torn apart on the bed in her room.
Fuck.
They don't think any of it was eaten. I guess
that-
that's a consolation.
Is that better?
right?
Wouldn't you rather eat it? Because then it shows like animal
Right.
compared to tearing it apart because you're a monster.
Sergey is missing. There's no sign of him at all. No remains, no blood, nothing.
What was dead?
The creature I shot wasn't there either. The gun was fired and they found one of the bullets in the floor, but no body. They didn't search thoroughly though, because the boundary has shifted. The station, which was on the outskirts, is now a mile into the green. They're abandoning it. I don't know what happens to me now. I don't know if the research program will continue. I tried to ask in the briefing, but I didn't get a response. I just have to wait. Like, poor G.
Oh, what? When I just started liking her.
Yeah.
Damn.
Now we've
Now
lost G.
she had a reason to cry, but
we've lost the research base.
damn.
And
But
still got
I
a lot
thought the
story to
green's like not bad though.
The green isn't as bad, but they don't stay in there. They go for like day trips and stuff.
Right.
You know.
Well, I guess they could go to the base for the day and use it and sleep somewhere.
Maybe we'll
else.
find out. Maybe they do. Who knows?
I think it was Sergey.
It was
Because
that damn
Sergey
mummy.
was the mummy in the cocoon that bursted and was reborn.
No, Bob was the cocoon.
I know, but in the dream.
Oh.
I'm talking real life.
Oh,
It
you're
was
thinking in real
Sergey.
life he cocooned?
Yeah, because Bob was in the the gross fungus. Sergey was in the white wraps.
Oh, maybe. Guess you'll just
I know
have
I'm
to
wrong, but that's okay.
Stay tuned to find out.
Woo!
Come back next time.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, this has been
spending
a lot
some time
of fun.
with us.
Don't chop your mother with 40 whacks.
And give your father 41. Don't do that.
But
either.
do keep listening and tell your friends and share any scary stories if you've experienced them.
And if you know your friend has scary stories,
pressure them.
Punch them in the gut until they send it to us.
Or that.
But don't tell the police we told you to say
Don't
this.
tell the police.
All right. Thanks for listening. We hope you
Have
come
a
back.
wonderful day.
Keep in touch. We're on socials. All right.
You know where to find us.
All right. And thanks for listening to The Ghouls Room.
Bye.
Do you believe Lizzie Borden killed her parents?
Do you believe she existed?
Do you believe in Helen Keller? I guess kids don't. They think she's fake. But yeah, do you believe Helen Keller killed her parents? Wait, sorry.
I don't think Helen Keller killed her parents. She couldn't find them. Sorry. We love Helen Keller here, and we believe she existed.
Oh, fuck. Who am I talking about? Lizzie Borden. Fuck.